Welcome to Tarot Tuesday. And this week we're talking about the entire month of August as an overall energy. Can you believe it's August already? It is going so fast. So I asked my guides, what does the collective watching this video need to know about the theme of August, some potential events or how to respond to them, and the action steps you should be focused on this month. I'm using the Sacred Forest Oracle deck, and here's the cards that I pulled. So, for the theme of August, I got the Owl Spirit Wisdom. Now, as soon as I pulled this card, the first thing I got was the wisdom to know the difference. And that's from the Serenity Prayer. It's about having the serenity to accept the things you cannot change, the courage to change the things that you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, this is about having the wisdom to know the difference between what you have the responsibility to change and what you're not responsible for. Things that you can't change that you simply need to accept, things that are bigger, larger, other people. You can't change other people. You can support, you can encourage, but you can't do the work for them. So, having the wisdom to know the difference, where are you putting your energy and your focus this month? Stay in your lane, focus on what you can change. And sometimes, simply by changing yourself, you are a model for other people to say, wow, they seem peaceful, they seem happier. What are they doing? I want to copy what they're doing. And then they start making their own changes, not because you force them, convince them, but because you showed them through your own actions what some helpful steps might be. Next up, we were looking at the events of the month of August. What I got was the Wood Nymph, the card of beauty. What I heard was see the beauty in the events, however they unfold. Even when things are rough and difficult, there is still a beauty that can be seen if you choose to and if you expect to find it. Growth can be challenging, painful, difficult, but in the growth process, there is a beauty to that. You're getting stronger, wiser, better boundary, easier to see the red flags sooner, not having to wait so long, potentially in a bad relationship for like, oh, hey, I see, what's going wrong here and I can end it sooner. There is beauty to growth even if it shows up as something painful. And the spirit work that I do, I cross spirits, those that are in transition, people who are physically dying, as well as stuck spirits who have physically died, but their spirit for grief trauma has been stuck and hasn't crossed over. What I have experienced is that death is absolutely beautiful. Seeing the spirits cross over, true death crossing into the white light is a gorgeous, beautiful, loving experience. Dying, however, very human, very physical, can be suffering and painful and layered, and the grief and the heaviness and the sadness and the loss, that is hard. It absolutely is hard. But death itself is beautiful. Somebody no longer suffering, but finding peace, knowing that their spirit lives on, can come back and can give messages, guidance, be your guide, be your support, or in my belief, in my experience, just reincarnating, knowing that your great grandma came back as your grandchild. Like, there's some beauty to that death and rebirth cycle. So again, no matter how the events show up, choose to see the beauty in it. And then lastly, we have the action card. What action do you need to take? And it's the Wise Woman of the Grove, which is grace. Now, what I heard was have grace for yourself and others. The way that this shows up as grace can mean several things, even in a religious tone of God's grace and amazing grace and all of that. The way that I see it is grace is having compassion and kindness, giving someone grace who's going through a rough time. Oh, just have some grace with yourself. You're learning, you're growing. Give it time. You don't know what you don't know until you know it. So having grace. If someone's having a rough day, they cut you off in traffic, they're already in a bad mood. They're running late, they're stressed, they're cutting you off. Going after them, laying on your horn, flipping them off isn't going to change anything. It's only to get you worked up. So give them grace. Now, again, this is not a free pass to allow people to abuse you, verbally berate you, disrespect you. We're not talking about that. We're talking about somebody who's going through a rough time, including yourself. If you are going through a rough time, give yourself grace that you're not instantly knowing more, able to do more. Sometimes giving yourself grace is saying, you know what, I took a shower, and I ate some food today, and that's all that I can manage. That's giving yourself grace in those tough moments. So, whatever's showing up in August, remember that grace, compassion, kindness for yourself and others. And if you would like a more personalized tarot card reading for yourself for the month of August or any challenges that you're currently facing, check out my website and book your reading today.